Hey, you guys, this is part two. We were just in the last video talking about love, and we're gonna continue to talk about that. And I'm gonna explain myself because I left it off a little bit confusing to some, but I know some of y'all knew what I meant. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Let me drink a little tea. If you're one of my people like me, then you know what we do. We perform acts of love. We perform showing love, speaking love, giving love, taking love, giving gifts, all of that, just acts of love, period. Right? But some people, and it's because you're gonna love the way that you're loved. So however you grew up loved is the way that you're gonna love. Unless you're one of those people that's like, they grow up and they're not loved, but they learn how to love. Then you're still gonna love the way that you're just learning. You're in the learning process. But I was trying to tell y'all that some people don't show acts of love simply because they don't know how to completely fully function in that way. But that doesn't mean that they love you. So if you know someone who always tells you like, I love you, I love you, I love you, but they get attitude with you all the time, or like they like something about them just doesn't, they don't really act like they love you, but they say that they love you. It may be true that they love you, but it may be true also that they don't know how to show it, or they're not going to show it because no one ever showed them, but they said it because they felt it, or they felt it in that moment of saying it. But then they don't feel it all the time, but they know it's there. So that's basically what I was trying to say. I wish I could go to say exactly what I'm trying to say, but that's basically what I'm trying to say. So the next thing I wanted to tell y'all is, moving on, is that the reason why love is sufficient is because it's not just because it's a belief system, but because it has like this love is sufficient because it's stable, it's strong, it's willing and able, and love is sufficient because it holds in a place that says, I am needed. And when love is needed, that's when it works the most. When love is wanted, it works, but it's working in consistent patterns. It's working in a place where it's like, I know you're going to receive this, or I know you're going to gain this, so I know how to work. But when it's needed, it's on the charge, it's on the work, it's on the move. It's going to be like, okay, well, she is saying that she needs me, so I'm going to act the most when you need me, because it's like, I know this is something that's coming from a place of need. Wanting love and needing love is different. I feel like for me, I'm a person that when I need love, that's stronger than when I want love. Because when I need love, I'll do more. I'll be like, I have to go here, I have to go there. I got to do this, I got to do that. Because I need to find the person I'm trying to find, or the place that I'm trying to find, that I have the tethers to. I have a function with. I have a system of belief with. Because wherever that place is, there's love in that place. Whoever that person is, there's love in that person. When you function in love, you're healing every day. When you truly love, you don't really need to be healed. Or actually, when you truly love, you don't need to heal, because you have this power in you that builds in you and molds in you and makes in you function a shape of internalization, because love is an eternal thing. And when you internalize your love, you're internalizing peace, you're internalizing prosperity, you're internalizing, sorry, this is my dog. Come on, I know you want to get up here. This is my dog, and he's bothering me right now. Just go. I'm doing the video real quick. Just go over there. You're internalizing joy. You're internalizing everything that is good, because everything that is good is a part of love. It's anchored, it's tied, it's tethered, it's a part, it's a piece. And when you're the type of person, I'm talking to each and every person that might be watching this video, that's this type of person, that they love, but parts of them are separated. Parts of them love and parts of them joy, but parts of them cry and parts of them are torn apart. It's because you've either been traumatized, or you've been taken for granted, you've been talked to badly, poorly, or you've been misused or hurt. But let me tell you something. If you believe that you love, even if you're that type of person, do this for yourself. Tell yourself, I love myself. Regardless of anything that happened, regardless of anything that was said or done to me, I know that I love myself and I'm going to move forward. And these pieces and parts of me, if I want to keep them, they're going to become whole. But if these pieces and parts of me are something that I want to let go of, I'm going to let go. And I'm still going to be whole. Why? Because love is that sufficient. Because it stays together. Nothing can break love, because love is something that can't be broken. Love is built up by God, abounding and abundant. And it's so full and it's so whole that anything that's in front of it, beside it, behind it, anything that's a part of it that is broken, it stays in stance like the soldier. And it says to the thing that it loves and to itself, I love. And there's nothing that can taint it. There's nothing that can trouble it, break it, make it anything that other than what it is. Because it's pure, it's true, it's real, and it is what it is. And you know how people say, like, I love you, but I can't do this. I can't try to love you any more than I can. Or what do they say? They say, like, I love you, but I can't give you enough love to make you feel love. If that's something that's ever hurt you, I'm telling you this. I love you, but I can't give you enough love to make you feel love. That doesn't mean that you are someone that can't be loved enough. That means that person didn't have enough love in them to give to you. That means that person wasn't enough to keep loving you and feel like that love was going to be sufficient and stay while they needed the entirety of that relationship. But that doesn't mean that you should be brokenhearted or not put together. That just means that you need to move forward. Because that does hurt some people when they feel like somebody can't love them enough or don't have enough love for them to be loved. But some people are really not enough for you. Or they were just meant to be in that time of love with you while they can love you, and then they were meant to leave because that's the way God made it to be. And even if it broke you, probably God made it to be that way so you can be broken in the place where you need to be built, or broken in the place where you need to be broken in order to realize, I needed that. I needed to be broken that way so that whatever was inside of me or a part of me that didn't understand that it was blind, now I can see that love is real. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be like, okay, like I'm gonna be back on my best, and I'm gonna be back on the real stuff, and I'm gonna be back on what really motivates me, what really takes me to the highest of heights. Because you were just the love that was here for a part of a time that I didn't realize that I was meant to be loved. And so when you told me that I was loved, when you told me that you loved me, now I know that. Now that I know that I can be loved, and now I'm gonna continue to something that can give me the most. Not just something that is you again, like you again. No, something that can give me the highest heights, something that can take me to the highest places, something that can not hurt me, but make me, mold me, shape me, build me, grace me into a better place, into a better me, into the person. And I'm telling myself, I wrote on Instagram, I wrote a letter to myself, and I said, make yourself who you want to be. Make yourself into who you want to be, because and when you hear that doesn't mean that you're not who you're meant to be or who you want to be already, but it means I can make myself be exactly who I want to be. So if I want to be someone who only just loves and doesn't hate at all, and I can make myself someone who's a lover. If you're one of those people that feel like, oh, I want to make myself a lover, but I just feel like I'm just so tired, like I can't take this, like I had this person in my life who loved me, but he's gone, or I had myself and like something happened to where I can't fully break this off of me, but I feel like something's in me that just stopped me from loving. You have to open your eyes and say, baby, I might not be blind to love, but I might be tired of loving. And it's simply that. I'm tired because I went through day after day, I was loving people. Day after day, I was fighting for people. Day after day, I was talking to people, speaking to people, wishing for people, hoping for people, loving for people, praying for people. And at the end of the day, I woke up and I saw that no one was giving as much as I was giving, or they were giving as much as I was giving, but nothing was taken inside of me that was really taken, like you know what I mean when I say that, that was really like taking the part in that like was receiving enough, that I was feeling love, that I was feeling the equality, the equilateral, the equalness, the equalness of like what I was giving. So it wasn't enough. But when something is not enough, that doesn't mean that you stop. When something is not enough, that means that you feel yourself. When I get to this cup, if it's right to the half point, but it's not enough, that doesn't mean that I don't have any more drink. That doesn't mean that I don't have any more drink. That just means I have to put more drink in it, right? So that doesn't mean that your heart is not being able to be fulfilled if it's only halfway there to being fully loved. That just means you have to pour more love into it. And it might be that you're in a situation where it's like, I literally feel like half of my heart is love, half of my heart is empty, but I can't get the energy, or there's nothing there that I can do to keep processing myself into this place of love. Then you have to be the person that looks into the power of your own heart and says, I did this. I have half a heart that is love, which means that half of my heart, by the time I tell I love myself to myself, is going to be full, because I know that I actually really do love myself. And it's that easy. But for some people, I understand that it's like, I can't find that energy because I just haven't got that energy from anyone else. But girl, you had you before you had anyone else. Even your day one never had you like you had you, because you had you before they had you. So all this day one stuff, it doesn't really work with me personally, because I am my own day one. Because I know that no matter what, at the end of the day, if I get into a space like this, I don't see no one else around that can do enough for me or do anything for me at all that I can't do for myself. And that's because I'm alone at the end of the day. In one way, we're always all alone. All of us are always alone. And that's because we are ourselves as one. We are one person. So we're always alone in that way. That means we can go somewhere and we'll literally be the only person there. So what does that mean? If no one else is going to be there, then I'm the only one that really matters at the end of the day. Until I get that in my head that I'm alone, then I'm never going to fully love myself. And somebody called me crazy, like somebody called me stupid for saying that one time. But I looked at them and I said this, I said, I am alone because I'm the only one who is me. I'm alone in that way, and that's the only way that I'll ever be alone. But the truth is, I understand in one way that we're never going to be alone. And that's because we always have God. God is always with us so that we're never alone. But I'm talking about in this physical earth, God is not physically here. So we're physically alone. And when you understand that, you'll love yourself even more if you have that type of strength that I have that says, I'm good all on my own. I can do bad all by myself. I can do good all by myself. Whatever I can do myself. Whatever you can't do for me, I'm going to make a way. Whatever you can't do for me, I'm going to find a way. And when you have that motivation, you grind every day and hustle every day and you make a way. When I was running away from home, I got it in my head that I am not alone in the way that I can sufficiently take care of myself by myself. I went back home. But when I went back home and I figured out somebody else can take care of me the way that they always have, but I can't do that for myself, then home was the place that I would always come to when I figured that out. So what does that mean? That means that no matter what happens, I might need someone when I can't do for myself. But when I can't do for myself, I'm alone. All right, I stretched that enough. But I'm just saying, like, you have to get in that in your head, because I feel like there's so many people that are dying these days, especially my age, I'm 20, that says to themselves, I'm alone, but they're saying it in a way that's like, I'm all by myself and there's no one else in this world. But that's dramatic people, or that's just people that just really feel like they're the only person that's going through what they're going through. But at the end of the day, if you're doing it, most likely somebody's sitting on the other side of the earth doing it too. If you're doing it and saying it, somebody else is doing it and saying it in another way or the exact same way. So if you can't find that person, just look to yourself and say, I have God. And in this situation, whatever that I want to stop is going to stop. Because if I'm being hurt, if I'm being caused to not heal, then whatever is in this situation that's causing that is not love. Therefore, there's an attack somewhere in this room, in this situation, you know? Because the way I feel like anything that's not good is basically just an attack. You know what I'm saying? Because like outside of everything that is good forces itself to point at something, or forces itself or points at something that's like a target and needs something that's a victim. So I'm saying that to say we have to protect ourselves even when we're some type of person that says I only love or I'm only good, because everything else outside of good is nothing good. So I wanted to tell y'all all of that. I want to tell y'all, like, oh, I feel like I should make a part 3. And since I haven't been making no more videos, it's going to be a part 3 to this video because, you know, I ain't been doing what I was supposed to do, basically. But come back for part 3. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.